Okay, hello everybody. We just wanted to jump on here quickly because we wanted to introduce a very, very special human being, or being, shall I say, called Lee. And I'm actually just going to start right now by sharing 2 or 3 minutes of something that she has specifically channeled for the 1111 portal. So let's get them share that now. It's very, very hard to stop that. I think I could have carried on this to the whole thing. Phew, okay. Um, so just to remind everyone that on Egypt time, the 12th of November, from 3 until 5 a.m., there'll be a group of us in the pyramid listening to this in the amplification chamber, in the King's chamber, and Lucia and Lee are going to be holding an absolutely live event where we would just love for everybody to be able to join together in this time. It's such a beautiful time to join together and to have this. I don't really know what to call it. I don't think it's music. It's vibration, right? I don't even know what you call this, but to be able to share that, we know that the Great Pyramid has been scientifically proven to amplify all sorts of cosmic energies, and to have the privilege and honor of taking this into the King's Chamber is, I can't even believe it. And we all really would just like to create the opportunity for as many people as possible to be able to join live at exactly the same time. So Lucia and Lee will be live streaming this exact vibration frequency at exactly the same time as we're in the pyramid, so you can join real time. Lee has got the most incredible TikTok channel, which we can maybe put in the comments. If you want to hear this type of stuff every single day, then I highly recommend that you put that as the only thing on TikTok that you need to listen to. And so we can share the details of that. I've never heard anything like this in my life, in this lifetime. It's reminding me of a lot of other lifetimes, I think. And I think that's the purpose of it. But we will share those details, or Lee can maybe explain to everybody how to find her on TikTok. And Lucia will be streaming at the same time onto this place, onto Facebook. So we just invite your friends, invite as many people as you can. This is really a beautiful, beautiful opportunity for us all to share and join from our heart space, really, and let go of anything that we knew life to be, so that we can fully embrace everything that we are becoming. So Lee, I think I'll hand over to you now, because this I'm just blown away. I could just listen to this all day. So thank you so much, first of all. I actually have no words for what this creates. I'm not even sure what is happening in my body when I listen to this stuff. And so thank you. It's an absolute honor. And Lee channeled this specifically for this event. And so, yeah, I'll hand over to you, because you explain it the best way that you can about what this is that you do.
Thank you so much, Lisa. I really, really appreciate this opportunity as well to play this in the pyramid without even being there. It just fills every part of my being, and I'm so grateful. This is just, you know, beyond what I ever could have imagined. I just so wish I could be there in person, but we are being there all together energetically and creating this beautiful portal for us. So some of these frequencies that are in this track have been brought through or communicated through throughout the last few months, and I've combined them with specific frequencies flowing into one another. And it starts off with the Lemurian Hathor energy, taking us into, which is quite appropriate for the pyramids, I feel, and because you obviously requested the track, which was your energy that came through in the beginning of the track. And so we start off with that. And it takes us into our Pleiadians and then also into the angelics. And there is a specifically grounding frequency in there as well from inner earth that grounds us into our heart spaces. And we also have the Mentakans in there to bring forward the beautiful water planet energy, because that is also a big part of Egypt as well. The Mer people had a lot of influence there at some stage during our history that we know. You will see some hieroglyphics from Mer people as well in the pyramids or around Egypt. I don't know if you've seen those yet, Lisa, but I heard this from someone else the other day. I wasn't even aware. And they also channeled that through, or brought that through, communicated that through when I did a Mentakan series as well. And also it takes us into Lyran energy, and also Andromedans, our Andromedan neighboring galaxy. And then we end off again with our Pleiadians taking us through a portal jump into our 1111 portal. So that is basically the whole flow of the frequency. And it is quite something else. When we listen to this frequency, it is okay when you feel like you want to cry. It just means that it moves energy for you, or specific energies that wants to flow through you. It also generates that joy within you. So crying is very natural when you listen to these frequencies, as well as just smiling and bringing you into joy. So the whole intention behind this piece is to integrate all of our energy aspects into our neutral point, or our 0 point, which is our heart space. And that is also where we manifest from, is from our neutrality, when we integrate complete unconditional love. And this is what 1111 is for. It's about the ascension instead of the ascension, and jumping through our beautiful portal into that life that we so desire, and that we are here to create for everyone on this beautiful planet. So yeah.
Phew. Wow, thank you. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
I also just wanted, because I would love for you, if you will, to explain to people exactly what I can't believe is that this is all your voice.
Oh yes. So yes, everything that you hear on this track is just my voice. I believe there is one piece of the track where there is a singing bowl added as well. This was the very first angelic frequency I created, and I created it with the 639 hertz singing bowl, my green singing bowl, the heart space. And this is why I added it in there. Yeah, there is maybe 1 or 2 frequencies that I just could not reach with my voice. It was either too low, or it was just too high. And that is in the there's also a full chakra balance in there. See, my voice is changing. This is confirmation. Whenever that happens, that's also one of the messages we received once. When the voice changes like that, it's spirit confirming the truth. So there's a full chakra balance in there, and I believe there was one frequency I just could not hit with my voice, and that was the soul star chakra frequency, along with its harmonies. So I created the harmonies and then just generated the full frequency as an extra tone in there. But all of what you hear is basically just my voice. There is one specific frequency in there, which is Lemurian, and it's actually 11 layers of my voice, all in different harmonies. So I found that was also quite appropriate for the event. And so, yeah, basically I sing all the bass tones, and I also sing all the high soprano tones, and I harmonize them together, record them over each other, and that's how they come out. They're very much created in the moment. Like, I've had a request before on a live, can you please sing that song? And I was like, I don't know. It was really like in the moment. So I have actually been listening to my own frequencies as well, to kind of learn the songs to a sense, so that I can kind of perform them in live events. So yeah, that is how they happen. And usually how they come through is I'll be doing something really randomly, like just making a cup of tea, and then all of a sudden I'll be just like, oh, I need to go sit in front of the microphone now. And then the first bar comes through, and then as that one comes through, the next one becomes available. So I never plan these. They're all done right in the moment. And usually when I make them afterwards, I'm also just kind of like, what did just happen? So yeah, it was quite interesting. And where it all came from is I did used to sing in choirs when I was in school. I sang in the Northern Natal Youth Choir, and I really missed that experience. And then I was having a surrogacy session with Erica. So we do these quantum communication surrogacy sessions that we learned through QHHT. Our higher selves taught us the technique through QHHT, where she basically just puts me into breathing. We start breathing together, and then she says a keyword, and then we communicate directly with either the client's guides or the higher self. And in this one specific session, we communicated with a hybrid Pleiadian, a hybrid blue Pleiadian, and her name was Ashaya. And in this session, she communicated through that she had to do a grief release for the client, and that the only way that she could send through the frequencies was through light language. And that was the first time I ever spoke light language in front of anyone. And I've been speaking light language my whole life, but that was the first time that I actually spoke it to, in front of Erica on a recorded piece. And as she was communicating the grief release and opening the heart for the client, she also communicated to me, because it's multidimensional communication. And she said to me, remember, you are your own choir, so sing your heart out. And it was about a week after that where I created the very first layered frequency, which is in this track. And it is the angelic one with the singing bowl. And that one was specifically created for balancing or realigning our beliefs for water, that we are always balanced in water. Yeah. So that's how it all started. It started about 5 months ago. It was about 5 months ago.
Wow, thank you. That blew my mind as well. Like all of a sudden, 5.5 months ago, you were just going along, and then all of a sudden, this just came. And I think, like for me and for maybe everybody out there, because for some people this is like, and I think Lucia will speak a little bit about the astrology and what we're all going through now, this beautiful death and rebirth cycle that we're all going through in our own special way, is challenging. But it's like when you see the potential that we all have within us, that we've been blocking ourselves off with our limiting beliefs and our concerns and our worries about the future and the past. And I think that you're just an incredible shining example of when you step into that and surrender to the process, and become a whole new version of yourself and start to embody more of your soul. I think really that's my belief, that we're here to embody deeper and deeper aspects of our being, of our soul as a physical being, and have a physical experience. And I think when you told me that, oh no, this just happened 5 months ago, that for me was like, just happened 5 months ago. You all of a sudden just start doing 22 layers of stuff that just flows through. And I was like, okay. Then for me, that's like, then anything is really possible, isn't it?
Yeah. Sometimes the frequencies can quite interfere with our tick. We have noticed that a few times. Sometimes I have to repost videos on TikTok because it just doesn't want to post, because the frequencies kind of blows the phone away.
But we need to upgrade our use of technology to be in line with our innate technology, I think.
Yeah, but I think we have some assistance specifically for this event, as you said with your phones earlier as well. How it just worked.
I know, I feel it. I definitely feel it, because it's definitely not me doing this technology stuff, that's for sure. So on that note, I think I just wanted to hand over to Lucia. Again, for me, this really helps going through these sort of just, I don't know, I think waves of sort of emotions that are coming up in order to be released. I guess it's a very, very powerful time. And I know here in Egypt, there's a lot of groups around that are specifically in the area and around the pyramid for this event and for the eclipse and leading up to 11/11. Um, and it's just really, really beautiful that, you know, so many different networks are all joining here at the pyramid, obviously, and in Giza. And you can just spot these groups a mile away. You know, it's almost like this knowing that you know these groups of people, and it's just incredible that you know, I think there's going to be a lot of groups of people in the pyramid over the next few days leading up to when we do our events, which is just so beautiful. And I feel like that's it's like a lattice work of connection of different consciousness networks, which is really beautiful. And then obviously me being here for the fifth time, and this is the very first time that I've come without the Yosoi, um, the beautiful, beautiful Yosoi network, which is now in Argentina, doing their work there. They've been there for I think over a week now, doing some really, really powerful work. So a lot of the people that I knew from Egypt are all in Argentina. And I know and I feel so connected to that network as we all are to one another. And it's just beautiful to be here at one of the nodes that they will be activating from their side. And Lucia was also here for the Soy. That's where I met Lucia in June last year. On one of the eclipses, I can't remember which one it was, but it's all just so synchronicitous. And so I think for me, it's really helped to understand that there's a lot going on astrologically with the energies of the planets and how we feel them. And sort of for me, it's really helped for my analytical mind to go, okay, I feel absolutely awful today, and that's perfectly in alignment with how things are supposed to be doing. You're just feeling that deep stuff and releasing it. So, Lucia, you've helped me so much to navigate my own path. Thank you. Eternally grateful to you. It's really helped
Thank
me in
you.
every way to trust and surrender the process of letting go of parts of myself that are not going into the new version of me. So I'm eternally grateful to you. And so I'll hand over to you to tell us in your expert intuition what the planets have been doing in the last few days and what to expect in the next couple of days.
Yeah, so I think we are still a bit under the effect of the full moon, which I was thinking, what was it yesterday or a week ago? Because all of a sudden it felt like a very long time ago. But no, it just happened yesterday, and so much has happened. And also I felt a lot of emotions just a couple hours before this event. And really, what's happening is that we are now quantum leaping, I would say, because it was very much this event, this eclipse, total lunar eclipse, was in the activating axis of Taurus and Scorpio. And as well, we can say Aquarius and Leo, because we had like a lot of planets playing out on the sky on the archetype of Taurus as well as Scorpio, but also we had the planet Saturn in Aquarius, which was creating the tension. So a lot of breakthroughs, but also breakdowns, emotional breakdowns, because Scorpio is a lot about deep emotions and a lot about what is hidden within us, what is buried, and maybe it's been buried for a very long time, but what we really didn't pay attention. So it might have been the time when everything was coming up, like for me personally, a lot. And it's kind of like that turn of events which are also unexpected, because we also have the planet of Uranus there. And it's very much also revolutionary energy, energy about the change and disruptions of what we were doing, and we are stepping into the unknown, into the new version of ourselves. And there is like that feeling of that, as it's unknown, we tend to hold on to something because we don't know what it is, and beyond that comfort zone, and it feels uncomfortable. But actually that uncomfortable is our new way. And especially for people, maybe you can feel it as well, who has Scorpio or Taurus placements, they can feel it quite a lot right now. And they feel like they're breaking free from some kind of limitations or from old patterns. And basically we are facing this week or maybe days, depending on everyone, which are the stepping stone for something new. And the effects may take a bit longer for someone. Maybe it will be in a couple of weeks, maybe in a couple of months. But definitely it's that shift in energies. And as it was also full moon, so it's also that culmination. So ending of something, which means then there will be something new coming. So definitely it's about that. And also these two energies, Taurus and Scorpios, as I've been saying, that they're also teaching us about values. So what do we value? What it is that we want to bring to life within us. And as well, Taurus specifically is about what is valuable for us, what we nourish, what we nurture, and where we invest time in. Whether it is relationship or people around us, in ourselves as well. And Scorpio says on the other side that valuable is that we don't want to lose, that what we feel attached to, especially in the moment of death. And this feels maybe for some people as that moment of death and rebirth into something different. So yeah, I think it's like they're teaching us about that greatest value of this world, which is our life energy, our life force, and what is really valuable for us, and for what value we find within ourselves. So it's like stepping into our own power at the same time. So yeah, I think it's very transformative time for sure.
Thank you so much. Thank you. Thank you so much. Every time I listen to you speak, I hear something new. So yeah, it's really like more pennies dropped. So thank you. Wow. And so I think after like you say, the eclipse, the two eclipses that we've just been through, this 11/11 portal, like we've all been saying, is the most beautiful, massive opportunity for us all to join together as one. Like Lee said, from like literally dropping into our hearts and surrendering everything else, and really, really feeling, not just understanding, that we literally are all one in that place where we join with our hearts. And to have this channeled, these frequencies, to be able to hold that space for us together, is just very, very beautiful. And I'm honored. I'm really honored to be a part of this and to be able to listen to this. It's like I can't stop listening to it. And I would actually recommend that everyone starts their day with listening to this stuff, because it shifts something within you that you just can't understand. And I have, like, I listen to it and then it brings up an emotion. And I think I cried a great portion of today sometime, but it was just like the most overwhelming love. It was like a crying in a whole new way. It just like was pouring, and it just literally came up from nowhere. Like when you did the light activation, Lee, it literally came up from here, and it was just like,
Wow.
it was absolutely incredible. So Lee, just by the way, does light language activations. I have spoken light language in the past, and I had the opportunity for Lee to assist me because I hadn't spoken it, because obviously my mind was like, no, leave that. and I could actually feel it, the energy, and she holds that space and assists for us to find that within ourselves, to let go of the mind, trying to control everything, and just to allow our soul to speak through the heart. And I witnessed somebody who had never spoken light language, and in 18 minutes, and we were honored with to be able to witness this, and it was, I can't even explain that experience, to witness that much energy and shifting happen within 18 minutes within somebody else was transformative for me to be witness to that, and to see that's how quickly we can really shift, you know, and we are all here with our different gifts that we have, to join together, I think, in those gifts, to help one another through this, and to really step into being the best version of ourselves. And I was speaking with Lucia earlier today. I think it's, you know, we all know this stuff, but it's our, and I was speaking to you, Lee, as well, it's our greatest joy. What is our greatest joy? And I think that's what we're speaking about. How do we do this event? How can we get as many people to join in? And it's like, we decided we have to do it for free, because I am living my highest joy right now. For me to go into the pyramid and listen to this music, like, I cannot think of another thing that I would rather be doing right now. So this is my highest joy that I'm living. Lucia's incredibly passionate about astrology. It's just incredible, and it's just like layers and layers and layers and layers of new revelations and new ways of looking at things and seeing things from a different perspective, and understanding that inner workings of ourselves and our patterning that we're unaware of. And I've seen it help people tremendously, incredibly. And that gift as well is living her highest joy. And Lee, whatever this is that you do, it's like I can understand how it can completely consume time. It just doesn't exist anymore. So we would love, and we as us three and whoever else would just love to offer this as our expression of our highest joy for whoever feels resonated to join us. So please share it far and wide, this video, and follow Lee, and Lucia can also put your channel on there, because it really helps to get your own personalized reading, to see exactly the aspects in your life. It really helped me to know sort of the parts of my life that this eclipse, this lunar eclipse and this whole eclipse season was touching on, because it just resonated so much. And then I understood why I was feeling certain things, and why parts of my life felt as though they were disappearing. It felt as though they were all falling apart, whereas actually no, they're all breaking apart, so that the new golden piece in the middle can be found. And so it really does help to get your own reading, to find out how these energies might be affecting you. So yes, we'll maybe just post everything under this video for people to find everybody's stuff. And again, just to join. So again, this will be live on Lee's TikTok channel, and on this Facebook page, Egypt time on the 12th of November. And we'll be going live from about 2:30 a.m. Egypt time on the 12th of November. It's still 11:11 portal in a lot of the world, until 5 a.m. Egypt time. So please join us if you can. If not, it will be on those channels at a later stage, and there is no actual time. So it's going to hold those frequencies and bring them through whenever you decide to listen to them. So thank you so much for joining this evening. And Lee, I wanted to say thank you to you, and Lucia, thank you to you. So maybe
Thank you to you.
Thank you.
I'm just like, okay, my heart is like vibrating at a whole another different frequency. That's right now. So I just wanted to, Lee, maybe you can just mention how people can find you.
Yes, so my main platform is TikTok. So my TikTok handle is quantum shift underscore Lee. Just all your quantum shift in one underscore Lee. And you can also just search quantum shift with Lee. It will also take you to the channel. My YouTube channel is the exact same as well. And Facebook and Instagram. Although I'm not on Facebook and Instagram very often, I more operate on TikTok and YouTube. But I post everything over to YouTube. So on my TikTok channel, on my YouTube channel, there are also Linktree links to my Linktree to find my website and also all the other collaborations that I do. So your Facebook profile is also on there. So I just had a live on TikTok with two beautiful souls, Lily Lee and Lisa Ma. And we were weaving energy together, and we had the whole galactic team step forward in that activation as well. And I shared your channels on there as well. And so if you notice any new followers, that's probably because of that, because we had about 60 to 70 people in the room in the live we just had. So it was lots of fun.
Thank you. So I highly recommend to put that at the top of your priority. What do you call it? Like top of your favorites. So that comes up, so you can be on a daily basis connected to the universe through Lee's channeling and the other collaborations. And then Lucia, maybe you can also just mention if people are interested to find out how exactly these energies may be affecting them on a personal level, how they can get in touch with you.
Yeah, so I am also on social media, here on Facebook, and I have the website, which I can put maybe below, but it's actually luciapavlikova.com. So there is also like all the offerings regarding the readings, so you can find information there as well, or just through Facebook or Instagram, which is basically my full name.
Thank you. And also something that I really wanted to mention, which really helped me, was the last session I had with you, which was, is it more evolutionary astrology, right? So Lucia went through a secondary progression. I don't really understand how it works that much, but it was incredibly enlightening, and it's almost like another few layers of astrology. Like I've been watching how you just study like the evolution as we shift our external environment and our understanding of this everything in our external reality is shifting at the same time as we're shifting. So it makes sense to me that our understanding of astrology is changing as well, as we are shifting so much, as we transitioning through our patterns into the next pattern. The astrology and our understanding of how it's affecting us is shifting as well. And I really found that to be literally 100% resonating with everything that's happening with me, and just gave me such a greater and deeper understanding of the different subtle layers of the shifts that are happening internally within me. And sometimes for me, in understanding that, it shifts it automatically. So it's really, really helped. So yeah, I would highly recommend
Thank you so much. Thank
a
you.
session. Yes. Okay. All right. So I think that does anybody here have anybody? Okay, sure. Okay, first of all, let me not get ahead of myself. Does anybody here have anything else to say? But I do want to end with just a few more minutes of your track.
Okay, perfect.
Yes, let's do that.
Okay. Okay. So, very, very difficult to press stop on that. Wow. Okay. Wow. Thank you so much,
you.
Lee. Thank you so much, Lucia.
Thank
Thank you, Lisa.
you.
Thank you.
Okay,
I am so
wow.
excited.
I can't even.
Awesome.
I'm so excited. So thank you for everyone who's joined. And we will see you soon from the pyramid, I
Yeah,
suppose.
see you soon.